All right, time to take the mask off. Uh, what are we looking at? We're looking at the hourly, and the hourly. I've got to say that we're all trying to figure out what is this? Like, is it a what kind of triangle is this? Like, what kind of hints do we get out of this? And right now, at this point, I got to say that I'm the way that this is traded. I would have to say that it's a ascending triangle. Most notable by the support climbing up. I'm just going to do a straight line to see how it moves into it. Yeah, the fact that we got a flat top of resistance right here, and the support is climbing up like that with that trend line, that's pretty bullish. This could probably take off. Wanting to take off, when it does take off, it's probably going to go to fill that CME gap. You know, it'll probably head straight there and then fall back down. That's probably going to be like one of the biggest areas of resistance. The current area of resistance that we got over here gave us a drop of 7.81%. This is the biggest that I've seen so far in the trend. The trend that we've had, I mean, we were seeing things like this. Like, look at this one right here, 4.35%. All along this line, all along this trend, I kept saying this is not resistance. This is not resistance. None of this stuff was resistance because, I mean, it wasn't. When BTC hits resistance, we all know that it drops. You know, like that's resistance. You know, like when something does that, that's no, it didn't just do that. It did a lot more. It did a lot more than that too. Here we go. 21%. That's resistance. All right. That's resistance. That's resistance. That's resistance. That's not resistance. Anyways, that's not what I came to waste time about. Looking at this right now, this is the daily triangle, and this one in the 9Ks reminds me of the current one in the hourly, in the sense where if you look at it, we had all this volatility going on. And I mean, this was, months of stuff. But then we get this small tightening area up where price is starting to do like this, and then it does that. If you go to the hourly chart, it looks like this. Volatility, tight range, just a tight range, and tries to break out, doesn't break out, and it's still stuck right here. So trading this blindly, no, you don't want to do that. I mean, this is not something to say like, oh, this is what you do A, B, or C. No, this is traders talking to traders. Um, so I would advise, like, in terms of BTC, it you just gotta lower your risk in such a situation, and lower your risk and figure out where to put your stop loss because it's worth it. I mean, it depends on the leverage you use, but using cross leverage, it's worth it in terms of where it's going. And the fact that when BTC leaves from this area, this is an uptrend. It doesn't come back. You know, like if it was going to come back over there, I went to fill that CME gap. And I mean, at some point, the uptrend does finish, but I highly doubt that we had all of this accumulation in the 9Ks right here. That was the volatility distribution stuff going on. That was accumulation, all that right there. And accumulation for the up move, accumulation for the up move. And the whole point of that is that even along the way up, it was still accumulating because those moves were really small. So like when BTC was going up, it was only going up like 1.5%, 2%. People were on Twitter talking about like everybody going crazy about BTC and it's only went up 2% for the whole day. It was still accumulating. And if you look back in the past, why I say that this is not, in terms of finished, no. This is a 26% move, but if you take it from the actual bottom, it's 29. All right. So let's look back in the past and look at what accumulation got. Accumulation right here. And if you go to the bottom to the top, that's 64%. Accumulation right here. What did you get? We'll just do it from right here. 36%. Accumulation right here. Within that, what did you get? You got 35%. So even right here, that's all accumulation. That low volatility, small, tiny candles, Yeah, but again, that's what we end up getting. So what's going on? How I see the trend is it's similar. 9Ks is kind of like this. We had the move up from the bottom, and 9Ks kind of reminds me of like this, where you had accumulation. Well, this was distribution going on. Then you get that accumulation part right there, which is right here, and you get the accumulation part right there. That leads to that move up. I'm not saying this is the exact same thing. I'm just trying to use guides, references to kind of like make sense of what the hell is going on because, like, truthfully, a lot of people don't know or understand. And I feel like it's better to have a plan than not to have a plan. So, in other words, this is going to be the new support right here. This candle that would be a support going up. When BTC comes back, that would create the support. This is the I don't know how this one's going to play. It's a pretty small candle and not that crazy of a do, but it should do something. Well, something, but not like hey, a big thing. But like in terms of that, like what I mean by that is like you got this candle right here, and look at this support, support, support. You got this candle right here. Look at this support, 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 and the saga continues. So, anyways, that's what we got right here. We need to see a close above 11,063, preferably above 11,270, so that this resistance can be pressurized to get taken out, and this can be used as support from the top to the bottom. Otherwise, if we don't close, it puts pressure on us staying within this range to consolidate some more, which is cool. I mean, hey, who doesn't want volatility and opportunities to trade? I'll take it either way. But yeah, it puts pressure on us to do that and to continue on that ascending line to go up. But in terms of where BTC is going, I mean, we all know about 13K and all that good stuff. And I just want to see BTC close over 11,063 to lock in this support area so that when price does, if it does fall, that it comes down to, this and we'll be able to have like a bounce up. But I also want to make sure that this candle's still like, something left in it, like sellers didn't get the best of it. Um, Again, we all know we're waiting for like 13K, but the next realistic thing is going to be this area up here. And we need to close within 11,220 for us to get access to 12,000. Or access to 11,411.5. That's the door to 12,000. So you get through that, then 11. So you get through that and you beat up 11,411.5. What you do is the stuff you get out of that, all the buys, the longs, you sell it at 11.8, 11.9. 11.8, 11.9 becomes resistance, or it could push up to 12. Then it will fall back into like 11.7, 11.6. You buy that to sell back in to retest the 12. That's how I've always seen BTC trade. I mean, sitting in front of the computer and looking at it, that's how it trades. Just like right now, when all of this was going on, everybody was, I mean, even at one point I was confused, but the confusion went away easily. And this is on Twitter, where I tweeted that like there's a temporary reversal going on because we have a higher low. So this was a low coming in, and then this was a new low being built up. And again, I kept asking the question: if people are trying to dump this, don't they want to accumulate on resistance? Why would you want to accumulate on support to dump it down? That didn't make sense to me. Even though I will tell you, playing devil's advocate, we saw that in the 6Ks. It was in the 6Ks, and that was support, and it fell down. So I'm just showing you there's two sides to every story. But looking at this right here, uh, I mean, we were on support, and I don't know. I just didn't see it as that. I didn't see this type of triangle as the same thing as 6Ks. But anyways, yeah. So looking at the hourly, we have that ascendant type thing. Some people have called it to a wedge. I can't call it a wedge exactly because I can if you're doing this, you can possibly make that argument, but I can't exactly do that. Um, if my lines are straight, like if they're like straight and symmetrical, then I can't do that. And right now, the symmetry that I'm seeing with this is going to be an ascendant triangle with accumulation. along the way right here. I mean, I'm watching this trade. That was accumulation right there. That's accumulation for something that we are not yet able to see. And we're at resistance. So warning, you got to put that out there. However, how do I look to do this? Shorts aren't profitable. I tried that route and it's not working. So the way you got to do it is you just gotta you got to use your stop losses. You got to put your stop loss and you got to look at this chart and say, where am I going to get in for a stop loss? You put your stop loss right here. You put it right there. Measure it from your entrance. Look at it. If you're doing like 3% stop loss, I mean that's a lot. I'm using cross leverage, so that's 300% if you lose it of your position size that you put in. So I'm just telling you that this is something that, I mean, we're in an uptrend. That's how you play them. You can't sit there and wait for a pullback. There was people talking about a pullback when we were in the 9900s, and it's funny. Like we didn't know really if it was an uptrend, and people are still questioning it. But when BTC moves like this, I stop questioning it and I start thinking of how to play it, because for the past weeks, BTC has been really difficult to trade. I mean, there really wasn't opportunity to make trades. I mean, it's been like that for a while. Now we have opportunities, and I've made a big mistake where I was trading this and I was trading it like we were in this area, where look at the wicks. The wicks are going up, and they're not going down, they're going up. And I had a problem with trading in this because my mind was still on consolidation, but this is up. So when you're trading up, you kind of just want to chill and just wait a while. Last thing I'm going to talk about real quick is going to be these little wave things. I don't use Elliott waves, so I can't add to that. And I can't take away from anybody that does use Elliott waves. I just look at this waves. So what I'm seeing is we got this trend line right here, and we got these little wave things going on, and this one was the most powerful one. And then after that, you get these tiny ones that are coming in, and this becomes a little weird because right here, they're small. And with them being small, you're asking yourself, what's going on? So just look at what the waves are doing. They're coming, and right now they are right here. So that's what we got. And if you look at this, inverted head and shoulders almost. Let me show you what I mean. This is why I like doing this stuff. You get another test of resistance. You get another test of resistance, and you come down for support, which is on top of this. And oh, come on, you push up. One, I'll show it to you right here. 1, 2, 3. You can have different types of inverse head and shoulders. You can have different types of them. You just have to recognize the pattern. 1, 2, 3, just like that. I mean, I made a mess of trying to draw it, but that's basically what I see right now with the trend. And it's for terms of like targets and stuff. I mean, how am I trading? Just get in with your stop loss. Don't be, know what you're doing. Don't just jump in it blindly. If people don't know how to trade, or they don't understand, how to trade a trend, then there's nothing for you to really do but to do what I did when BTC was trending before. I was learning, watching it and learning how I can be a part. So like right now is, it's the people that were around before. It's our time. It's our time to trade and profit off of BTC, the real way, so I'm looking forward to it. And don't be that guy that doesn't know what he's doing and he doesn't have his stuff in place. And BTC does this and comes down to the right here, the 10,700s, and you get that notice from Arthur. It looks like this color, and it's something like this. You just got liquidated.